காட்டுக்குயில் மனசுக்குள்ளே பாட்டுக்கென்றும் பஞ்சம் இல்ல பாடத்தான் தவளை தட்டு துள்ளிக்கிட்டு கவலை விட்டு கச்சை கட்டு ஆடத்தான் காட்டுக்குயில் மனசுக்குள்ளே பாட்டுக்கென்றும் பஞ்சம் இல்ல பாடத்தான் தவளை தட்டு துள்ளிக்கிட்டு கவலை விட்டு கச்சை கட்டு ஆடத்தான் காட்டுக்குயில் மனசுக்குள்ளே பாட்டுக்கென்றும் பஞ்சம் இல்ல பாடத்தான் தவளை தட்டு துள்ளிக்கிட்டு கவலை விட்டு கச்சை கட்டு ஆடத்தான் ഒരു പൈങ്കിളി മലർത്തേങ്കിളി ആയിരം കണ്ണുമായി കാത്തിരുന്നു നിന്നെ ഞാൻ എന്നിൽ നിന്നും പറന്നകന്നൊരു പൈങ്കിളി മലർത്തേങ്കിളി ഒരു കഥ പറയാം ഈ പുല്ലാങ്കുഴലിൻ കഥ പറയാം പുൽമേട്ടിലോ പൂങ്കാട്ടിലോ പുൽമേട്ടിലോ പൂങ്കാട്ടിലോ എങ്ങോ പിറന്നു പണ്ടിളം മുളം കൂട്ടി ഉണ്ണികളെ ഒരു കഥ പറയാം ഈ പുല്ലാങ്കുഴലിൻ കഥ പറയാം
உனக்கென்ன வேணும் சொல்லு, உலகத்தை காட்டச் சொல்லு, புது இடம் புது மேகம் தேடி போவோமே. பிடித்ததை வாங்கச் சொல்லு, வெறுப்பதை நீங்கச் சொல்லு, புது வெள்ளம் புது ஆறு நீந்தி பார்ப்போமே. இருவரின் பகல் இரவு, ஒரு வெயில் ஒரு நிலவு, தெரிந்தது தெரியாதது பார்க்க போறோமே. உலகென்னும் பரமபதம், விழுந்த பின் உயர்வு வரும், நினைத்தது நினையாதது சேர்க்க போறோமே. ஒரு வெள்ளி கொலுசு போல இந்த பூமி சினுங்கும் கீழே, அணியாத வைரம் போல அந்த வானம் மினுங்கும்.
வாகர்த்தாவிவ சம்பிருக்தௌ வாகர்த்த பிரதிபத்தயே. నాద వినోదము నాట్య విలాసము పరమ సుఖము పరము, అభినయ వేదము సభకనువాదము సలుపు పరమ పదము. భావములు భంగిమలు గానములు గమకములు భావములు.
लिशकारा ओ बेबी तेरा जान से प्यारा ओ बेबी एवें चमका दिल साडा कि दिख गया प्यार ये पटियालवी हो जब से दिल हारा ओ बदला में सारा का सारा ओ बेबी जिवें गबरू दिलदारा ओ बेबी तेरा यार ये पटियालवी यार है पटियालवी पटियाला पैग लगा के नाचूंगा नाचूंगा पटियाला पर कोई बदली कभी कहीं कर दे तनगीला ये भी ना हो किसी मंजर पर मैं रुका नहीं कभी खुद से भी मैं मिला नहीं ये गिला तो है मैं खफा नहीं शहर एक से गांव एक से लोग एक से नाम एक मिट्टी जैसे सपने ये कितना भी पलकों से झाड़ो फिर आ जाते हैं इतने सारे सपने क्या
मेरा नाम चिंचिंचू चिंचिंचू बाबा चिंचिंचू रात चांदनी में और तू हेलो मिस्टर हाउ डू यू डू बाबा बनी बाबा गमा सग सनी बनी बाबा गमा ग सग बाबा बनी बाबा गमा सग सनी बनी बाबा गमा ग सग तक धिम तक धिम तक धिम तक झम तक धिम तक धिम तक धिम तक झम
അമ്മ മനസ്സ് മുറ്റത്തെ തുളസി പോലെ ഈ തിരുമുന്നിൽ വന്നു നിന്നാൽ ഞാൻ അമ്പാടി പൈക്കിടാവ് കോടിപ്പാകൊടുത്ത് കണിത്താലവുമായി വിഷു കൈനേട്ടമെൻ കയ്യിൽ തരുമ്പോൾ എന്റെ മിഴി രണ്ടും നിറയും ഞാൻ തൊഴുതു കാലിൽ വീഴും
తైలం పెట్టి తాళం పట్టి తాళాంగుతో తలంటితే మోత ఇది ఉల్డే రుద్ది బుద్ధే శుద్ధి చేసే కొద్ది తమాషలే తీత ఓ నమః శివాయ ఒంట్లో వేడే మాయం తమ కాస్తో కూస్తో అయ్యిందంటే హాయేనండి గాయం ఓ నమః శివాయ ఒంట్లో వేడే మాయం తమ కాస్తో కూస్తో అయ్యిందంటే హాయేనండి గాయం ఇది తైలం పెట్టి తాళం పట్టి తళాంగుతో తలంటితే మోత
I changed it. How did I change? Kani yani cha papani janmandara kritani cha tani tani vinashyandi Naduvil Nanam pradikshanam. The child takes birth 3 years. The book also explains that in a different style. 3 years you ask, who is your best person in the world? My mother, my father. Now if I ask Nandini, who is the worst people in the world, you will say my mother is worst, my father is the worst fellow. That is because you got educated. You think I know space physics, my father doesn't know space physics. My mother is only a KG teacher, I am much a master in this. That ego has come because of your knowledge. Understood? But they are still having the heart for you. So the heart and the head always will conflict. Understood? Therefore you are in a confusion, conflict. The conflict is what is creating complexity in life. Actually complexity and conflict doesn't come from outside. It is only within us. I look at things with two versions. One is intellectual version and another one is emotional. Understood? I love somebody. Immediately I think, should I love? No, I should not love. I become so practical, right? Understood? And that thoughts is what is creating problem. The thoughts in each one of us creates a lot of problem. I want to give some money to somebody. Immediately I feel, should I give? Last time I gave to somebody else, the reaction was not good. You feel like giving 1,000 rupees gift to somebody, immediately you will think, last time I gave to somebody else, but when I called him for a work, he didn't do that. He was not caring me. Who says this? Giving is a habit of your heart. I want to give, I want to give, I want to give. Conditions for this comes from the logical brain. So the more logical you are, the more unsocial fellow you are in this world. You account for everything. Whose money is it? Whose money is it? Is it my money? Anu knows. How do I? See, you ask her. I will leave my wallet here on throughout. Any student can take this. That's why I keep it. Understood? When my guru died, his granddaughter wrote a beautiful article. The article says, when you walk on the muddy ground, the dust which you throw with your leg, that value he has considered for money. So many people are in this world, they consider money is great, money is great, money is great. My mother taught me a great lesson. Lakshana putran indinayo dhanam. Alakshana putran. We had all these land within us. So I used to ask my mother. She used to go and pluck and then make curry for us. We don't allow somebody. Her grandmother used to come, but don't enter in the kitchen outside of it, correct? So nobody enters in the kitchen. My mother was cooking and then feeding all of us. Including her mother, food was given by my mother cooks and then give. But what is the culture in some other rich fellow's house? Somebody will cook and feed you, right?
Yes.
So we are in a different style. I have been brought up like that. So for some people, money is to make somebody else work. For us, money is to feed somebody. You understood the difference?
Understood.
You understood? For some people, money is you make somebody to cook and feed you.
Yeah.
For us, money is you cook and then feed somebody.
Others.
Concept is entirely different. So you have to learn the culture which you make, the pattern which you live. Now what will happen? Assume that I am from a family where we cook and then feed. marries to somebody whose culture is somebody will cook and you eat out. Lot of conflict will come. Understood? Why is it happening? Because we have diversified our life. Now life is full of adjustment. That is why you can make it simple if you can adjust. If you can philosophize. Don't philosophize too much. Why am I living? What is life? If you start thinking. In that same book, the end, Narayanan has written he gave a beautiful speech on the release of this day. He is one of the greatest philosophers of India. He said, all human being by birth is simple. But we complicate it. We have tried to philosophize. We have tried to copy from some useless fellows. Actually, their life is not different. Or they are different life than my life. But we quote from them. Can I become Vivekananda? Why do I quote his life and then say, there are so many useless Swamijis spread so many messages. Their life is entirely different. So I should not quote his life and then quote him and then say this is how life has to be. My life I have to live. Why am I not able to live like this? Because I have learned so many philosophies from different people. All of them are contradicting. My buddhi is not able to understand which is correct. So I complicate my life. My greatest ability is I did not learn from anybody. I only discussed a few things with I mix myself and then my life is my life. You can't see me like, I learned from this fellow and I am a disciple. No, I don't. I say I learned from him only. I never said I am a disciple of him. You understood? I learned something from him. He is my master. I learned maths from somebody doesn't mean I become his disciple and then only be with him. I don't grow behind him, right? I grow beyond him also. My 8th grade teacher was only 8th grade teacher. I know more mathematics than him. But I still consider him as my teacher. You have seen how I respect my 10th class teacher and teachers around. I have respect for them, the base. But I have learned much more than that. So life is simple when I meet them. But if I egoistically say that I am a master, understood? When I go to my mother, I am not an MSc or PhD. I am only a son for my mother. I'll just sleep on. Understood? I may scold you for rectifying and correcting. But if you don't get rectified, I'll accept you as it is. You are like this, so let it be like that. That's it. I will not correct you, I will not scold you, I just leave you like that. Because why should I bother about you? And when I am telling and scolding you, my heartbeat doesn't change. I am not angry. My tongue only moves. This is normal. So I don't become panic. I don't become. Sometime it will be there, but immediately I will come back to the original. When I get angry, immediately ask a question, my whole mood will go and I will enjoy that. Because my basic knowledge, sharing, enjoying, learning, thinking is my life. Understood? So you keep your philosophy. Don't try to change according to the situations. And there are rules which you have to obey. Obey that rule. Be with them. Because you are not going to hold them for some time. So life becomes simple. You think that I have to be there for longer time, it becomes very difficult. I have to only be there for some time, I will not have problem, right? Assume that you are traveling in a heavy rush train. You have to only get down in the next few stations. You don't mind being rushed and standing there holding like this. But throughout life you have to hold like this, you will get angry, right? So you are only traveling from one station to another station. You have trouble only for some time. Adjust with it. That is simple. I don't adjust, then I am not simple. That's why I can live in any situation. Everything goes also, I know how to beg and live. No money is there also, I will live. So be simple. Don't become too much complicated. Complication is what we add to our life. By birth, we are all simple. We are all accidental. Accidental means I don't foresee what will happen. Keep on planning. This is good. Not now. Even while studying, I will learn. If it happens, fine. If it doesn't happen, how does it matter?
Doesn't that mean like you shouldn't have a goal?
You should have a goal, but you should have multiple. If this doesn't happen, okay, no problem.
Like a backup.
Yeah, backup always. If this, okay. If it is not, then fine. Attached detachment and detached attachment. We had long discussion.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
3 generations prior and 3 generations from. That much only we can see in my life. I may know my father, grandfather, father's grandfather. That's it. I can see my kids, my grandchild, his child. Nobody can see beyond that. That is why we say 7 Janmas we have. And what Janma is what is called a 1 generation. Translation in English. Understood? You ask anybody who says generations have come, ask him what is generation. Every word ask this question. Okay, so you not in our generation because you are much younger than me.
In our generation.
No, in your generation.
In my generation,
Yeah.
every parent is worried about his child, mark, education, and like that. But what is the moral thing the school should give us?
See, the problem is schooling is for to get you into college education. Education basic purpose is school education. School education basic purpose is to give a job for you to survive. That's it, to survive, not to become rich. Understood? So you need a job. For what? To maintain your family. You see, the whole world is like that. They don't own lot of money, not lot of bank capitals. They want to survive, correct? All the Westerners, they take a job, survive,
Livable.
livable, and soon after they have sufficient money, you know what do? They travel, spend all the money. After spending all that, they will take another job. So what for the job? To survive. But in Indian situation, job is not for survival. I am sure all my nephews and nieces and my kids, they don't have to work for survival. All of them have sufficient money, rich money. She is not working for survival. If she don't work, maybe 3 generations of her also we can live with the money. Now our job has become not for survival. What for? Ego. I want to show that I have power position. I am earning lot of money. And for some people, working is an enjoyment for which they want the compensation so that they keep the status of life without depending on parents. In Indian situation, you ask the question, why parents want? No? Indian situation, I have no job. I am jobless. So my job is what? Taking care of my kid. So I am more worried about my kid. Kid is more worried about parents. The social bondage is so useless. You have no commitment to the world. You have become so selfish. You look at politicians, until and unless they have that family becoming power. Understood? But there are some politicians, they don't care about their family. They are real politicians. You want to evaluate a politician, look at them who is worried about their family, not worried about family. Mahatma Gandhi was a good politician, but he was a bad family member. Why? He never had concern about the family. He was only concerned about nation. Correct? So our parents have no job. Their job is producing children, making them rich. Correct? So what do they think? Oh, they wanted to become, and they enjoyed a little bit. Some of them uneducated people drink and enjoy. They fight and they are seeing a world around where they are not equal to them. They feel depressed. It's like a spring, so they react to the society. They cannot react to the society, they become in a corner. They will drink, they will sleep, they will somehow live the life in the low level all the time, cannot think beyond. So life has become a cycle of producing, making them KG to PG, giving them a job, getting them married, somehow put them into a family and then shut inside so they are happy. Oh, my burden is over. Their life itself is to get somebody married. Because they suffered, they want the kids also to suffer. Understood? Why? Because their children taking care of my life. I have brought them up. Now my next job is what? They have to produce children so that I can take them up. This has become the normal, maybe 80% of the Indian population is like that. Understood? So their thinking level has not come into a survival because they have sufficient money. The problem is nobody is really suffering. Nobody wants to do a job for survival. The Western people became like that because they had a lot of troubles in the world. He assumed that India had a great war or going to have a great war. A lot of people are dying. You ask people who are suffering in the field of war and that neighbors and relatives, they will only want a job. They don't want their children to get married. All that will not be their concern. Because we are lavish, we are thinking of this. That's a problem. It's a big problem. But that is a great, better things also. Because we have a family. Everybody is concerned. They will not help you, but they are concerned. They will keep on asking you questions. Why like this? Why not like this? So many things will come. Because they have basically have no job. That's the biggest problem. You will see most of the houses, only 1 or 2 will be employed, the rest of the people will be parasites around them. They all depend on them. And then you have to work or do social service. Enjoy that. Enjoying is more important. I should enjoy my life. I am enjoying my life. I don't care how much I spend, how much I get, all that. Whatever I have, I will use it, enjoy it. That's it. When I modified all these houses, many people asked, is it your property? Why are you investing? I said, if not my son, for my nephews. None of them want. Understood? So you start thinking it's my child, my child. I should think that my father also would have taught my children, right? It's my brother, my sister. Why we have not learned that down? We have become so selfish. My family, my gathering. That selfishness goes, you will become so happy. Basically selfish. That is the problem. Social security is good in India, but social security is one of the biggest problems. Social security is the family security here. Neighbor security. We depend so much on the neighbors. We depend so much on the society. We depend so much on the people, right? Here also you can see. I am not worried about paying money and getting a service. Sheriff is helping, right? America, will it happen? Do you depend on one person who will serve you food, who will do modification? No. Everybody is different contract, business, right? Here it's not business, it's a relationship. So that safeguards me in one way, but that also burdens me a lot. I lose my freedom. I have to think, to discuss, otherwise what he will think will be my thought. When you call a neighbor, you don't ever think what he will think, right? So you can say, go, don't come. I cannot do that. That's my problem. I connect you not as my student, right? I connect you as my father. My mother's, had relationship with Paru. Pokkan was my relation. Correct? So that relationship binds us. That is one way good, one way bad also. Both good and bad.
So in the earlier discussion, you mentioned so there are 2 types of people. So one, when they have money, they think of cooking food and serving to others. The other side of people, they employ someone and spend on that. So when I look at it in one way, so if I see
the productivity.
No, I'm not coming to the productivity. I'm saying so if you feed someone, that can be for a day or maximum for a week. But if you if you employ them, then they can take care of their own family because you are providing an employment. So then again, here also there is good and bad, right?
You cut it in between, otherwise 2 big files cannot be done. See, it's a culture. Why that is not in America? You get servant maids here. Why you don't get servant maids there?
Labor cost.
Labor cost. Why labor cost? Because everybody is rich by themselves.
And population.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Once upon a time, Rama and Sita was traveling together. And you see a lot of laborers, lot of
Trespassers.
thieves, police. Rama's world during Rama's period was much worse than what today India is. That is the feeling given by Sita to Rama. So she asked a question. You are the king and you are the lord. Why do you want such a system, a social system, in which some people are suffering, some people are rich? Why everybody cannot be equally rich? So Rama has to say Tadastu. Let everybody be rich. Wonderful. Everybody became rich. After a few days, the house cleaning was not happening. leakage was there, nobody is coming to repair. So Sita asked, why, what king you are? You are not able to get it repaired. No laborers. Because everybody is rich. You understood? So you need servant maid at home. The country has to become low income group. People have to be there. We keep saying West Bengal, you count the number of servant maids available. That will tell how poor Bangladesh is. Bangladesh is suffering. You will get lot of servant maids in Calcutta. Bangladesh becomes so rich, all the servant maids will go back to their homes. Now you look at the number of laborers in Dubai. Everybody from Kerala, Andhra and all, right? Why? Because we don't have job here. Now you look at the number of Bengali people working here. Why? Bengali people are poorer than Kerala. So they come here. The migration happens. Why Indian people are in America? Because they are not able to keep the standard of life. Why American people are not in India? The standard of life is low. So it determines the standard of life. The culture is different. We are able to think like this and describe like this because you and me have seen the different lives. Some people don't understand this. So it's a culture. It's an economic pattern. It's an economic pattern. Culture is always depends on economics. Right?
Haves and have nots.
Politics. Everything depends on.
So is that the reason that we had classes like Shudra like that?
See, that is part. When in an office, you have an officer. You are also an attendant. You have a driver. You have a collector. Collector has a clerk. So there is different class of people, right? Doing different job.
And that is also important for a society, right? Like
Yeah. When there is a place called Kudiyan Mala. All the bus goes to Kudiyan Mala. Mala means mountain. Kudiyan means those who are migrated. Right? For a landlord, somebody comes and occupies is called Kudiyan. So when I created this village, I need a barber. I need a cobbler. I need a blacksmith. I need a goldsmith. I need a laundry fellow. So all those people were given houses.
Vishwakarma.
Understood? So these are all different community people who are all experts in their field of job. That is how the casteism has come. Caste means, casting means what? I cast you in a drama. Understood? You are a human being, but on a platform I am casting you as one. What it? Jadi, that is what it is. That is a job. That's a profession for you. So the basic classification is Swabhava Prabhavair Gunai. Bhagavad Gita, there is a chanting. Bhagavan Krishna says, based on your basic character, I give you a profession. And that is the caste you belong to. Now what has happened? A Vaishya who wants to make money becomes a teacher. She becomes a business teacher. She will only open a shop. How this can make into big building? How can I construct my room into an AC room? Got it? And some teachers have become Kshatriyas. So they will only rule them. I handle my teachers. Therefore I am the headmistress.
Principal.
What do you see behind the room? Lot of trophies. The trophies are decorations. Kings always like trophies. Correct? So when I go to school, I see lot of trophies kept to them. The director, headmistress, I scold them. You are unfit to be a principal because you have no books behind you.
Yeah.
You have only trophies behind you, right? What are you showing to your children? Award is more important than knowledge. You keep lot of books, what are you showing? Knowledge is more important, right? So it all, the culture which people have been grown up in this world has made this lot of difference. See, when I have a costume like this and then the way I am here, people will say, why are you like this? I said, who knows me as a scientist? Everybody knows I am a scientist, whether I wear them or not. Who doesn't know not I am a scientist, it doesn't matter, no? See, in Irigalakuda, one day I was sitting like this, working in the field, somebody came. That girl came for a counseling. So their parents told, we are going to meet a doctor. Correct.
They might have
So
also-
when they came, I said, sit down, what is your problem? You should the man to whom I should tell my problem. I said, what did your parents say? We are going to meet a doctor. I doesn't look like a doctor, na? Yeah. Then immediately a Vaidya. Vaidya means Ayurvedic doctor. He can have a local look, right? Yeah, I said, I am a Vaidya. It's like that.
Yeah, sometimes even your attire, your looks also determine.
See, we have a Swamiji. In Kerala, I only admire one Swamiji. That is Chidanandapuri.
Mm.
You go to his ashram. You will see him cleaning the place, working. You have seen me all doing all this here, right? So he will also do like that. He will do some plantation, something. Somebody will say, I wanted to invite Swamiji for a talk. Is he available inside? To whom he is asking?
To Chidanandapuri.
Actually, for Swamiji means they will put you will see now in the golden chair they will sit like this. But this man is not like that. So they asked, yeah, Swamiji will come in the room, you go and sit there. And after some time he will wash himself and go and sit. You tell me what is that? No, I want to see Swamiji. I am the Swamiji. They don't believe seeing him doesn't look like a Swamiji, right? It's like that. These are all impressions we created, images we created because we have a hallucination.
So is an impression important or not?
It is not at all important. Important if you want to make business. If you want to make business, important. If you don't want to make business, it's not important. A doctor cannot become like this and then start and say 1,000 rupees for consultation. Nobody will go to it. It doesn't matter. The politicians makes an impression, right? How does it matter? We also see normal politicians. Mahatma Gandhi is the greatest politician. What attire he had. But you tell me all the Congress people, don't they wear white and white khadi, change dress in between, do you know? From one place to another place when they go, they change. I also do that sometimes for my functions because I want to have an attire, right? I cannot go like this for as a chief guest in Tagore Vidya Niketan annual day function, right? So in the car only I changed my dress. I was coming from a program in the evening, got down into railway station, Sridharan took me in the vehicle. So in the car only I was changing.
Yeah, in US you change the class, so car only.
But you remember we had that August 3rd, 2019, after the function, Tagore function was there. I was in a shorts. Evening walk when we went to him, she made as chief guest, right? So I was in a shorts. Normal budget went for a what? Became chief guest for the program.
That's anyway common in US.
Yeah, use it.
Culture.
Here it's not like that. Here you cannot go like that for a assume that you become president of Congress and go with the shorts. Except Rahul Gandhi, nobody can do that. It matters sometimes. Your appearance also makes some difference. For some situations, it depends on the Indian context. Context wise, it is different.
Now you talk about attached, detachment and all that, right? So you tell that every time you tell them, I'll forget.
Silence. You find a frequency wave matching together for a purpose. Now I am sure all of you are in a different, all of us are from a different frequency, different level, different area, right? Why are we here and listening to each other? Why are you here? We have a purpose. Oh, one day I decided I will spend here to know a little bit about different things. Correct? So here you may agree, you may not agree with me. But you don't say poda and get out of this place, right? Because you are taking a chance of listening and then investing some time. Let me check, think whether this direction I should think or not. It is not that everything you should reject at the one stage. You should have sufficient patience and say, do a litmus test and then see whether I match, whether I can get something, whether it's worth listening to this. And then if not, go. That's it. It all depends. You should have patience, you should have time. It all depends what for you are investing time. Understood? If it doesn't worth, you don't have time for that, then you should say, yeah, I am ignoring, I don't want it. But I have sufficient time, what do you do? Suppose you lost one boyfriend, and until you get a good boyfriend, you have a time. You will try with many people, right? And then you don't get somebody, you say, poda, I got a better one. Understood? That's what you do. But assume that you are useless. You are 100% sure I am not going to get another husband in my life. What do you do? You cannot say Ponal Pogatum Poda. Right? Before that, she will say Ponal Pogatum Podi. They will throw you out. That's it. Life, see, you doesn't become an island. Somebody will be there beside you. But that somebody, whether he's a useless fellow or a good fellow, is very, very much matter. For every place if you start crying, somebody else will come and then pacify you. What for he is pacifying, you should understand. Because society, there are a lot of people who are frequency matches, mismatches. Temporarily they will match. Sometimes long term they will match. A lot of relatives also will be there. They will match you. They may not match you. Friends will be there. Will match you. May not match you. They have their own purposes. They have their own. The word is very clearly to be understood. They have their own purpose. Look at what purpose they are with you. Do I want? See, my office when I am working. Am I required for the office? Is the question which you should ask. If I am not required in my office, I should not stay there. If my office, assume that you are in a job, but you are not required. I kept a servant maid here. But just for namesake I kept it. I am not at all using. She will leave the job if she understood that no, I don't require her. But if she has no other place to go, what she will do? She will do something here and then show that she is a servant maid who runs everything here. Correct? Everybody will understand that, right? So what are you doing? Actually, you are fooling yourself. So assume that I know that I am not useful here. I get out of this place. That is the ability you should have.
Can you repeat that once more?
If I feel that I am not required here, if I keep surviving here just for my survival because I don't have any other place, then I am in the wrong place. That can happen anywhere. So I must have that ability to get me a good position, good job, good time, good place, good people to associate. That depends on my ability and frequency. Until you get, you will stay here. That's what it is.
ശരിക്കും ശ്രദ്ധിക്കണം, അപ്പോഴത് കാണാം. ഇതിൽ ഏറ്റവും ബുദ്ധിമുട്ട് പിടിച്ചവണ് ഇത് എടുക്കലാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഇതിന്റെ മെയിൻ എസൻസ് എനിക്ക് ഈ സാധനം എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്ന വെച്ചാൽ ഇത് പഠിച്ചോളാം. എനിക്ക് ഒറ്റ പ്രാവശ്യം കാണിക്കും. ഇതെന്ത് ചെയ്യാ വെച്ചാൽ ഇങ്ങനെ പോകും, ഇങ്ങനെ പോകും, ഇങ്ങനെ പോകും. അവിടെ ഒരു കത്രിക എന്നിട്ട് ഇതിങ്ങനെ ഫോൾഡ് ചെയ്ത് വെച്ചിട്ട് ഇതിങ്ങനെ ഇങ്ങനെ കെട്ടാനറിയാം. കെട്ടിയിട്ടുണ്ടാ? അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അച്ഛനോട് പറഞ്ഞാൽ അച്ഛൻ ഒരാളെ കെട്ടിയതാണ് അതിൻ്റെ ആവശ്യം ഇഷ്ടമാണ്. എന്നിട്ട് ഇതിങ്ങനെ തുറക്കുക. പറ്റുമല്ലോ? ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ടോ? ഇതിങ്ങനെ ഈ സാധനം ഇങ്ങനെ നോക്കാം. ഈ സാധനം ഇങ്ങനെ നോക്കാം. ഈ സാധനം നല്ല ചോക്ലേറ്റ് ഒക്കെ ആണെങ്കിൽ കത്രിക വേണ്ട. പക്ഷേ ചിലപ്പോൾ കട്ട് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഞാൻ ആ സമയത്ത് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോഴേ ഞാൻ ഒരു വീഡിയോ ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടാക്കി.
ടീച്ചറാണ്.
വേർഡ് പറയും. ചോരഹാര്യം. Ask them to repeat.
What teacher?
ഒന്നുകൂടി repeat.
ചോരഹാര്യം. ചോരഹാര്യം. രാജഹാര്യം. രാജഹാര്യം. ഭാതൃഭാജ്യം. ഭാതൃഭാജ്യം. ഭാരകാരി. ഭാരകാരി.
ആ ലൈൻ ഒരു പ്രാവശ്യം ഫുൾ തീർക്കും.
न चोरहार्यं न च राजहार्यं न भाद्रवाज्यं न च भारकारि
ഒരു ലൈൻ
One line.
न चोरहार्यं न च राजहार्यं
ബസ് ചോരഹാര്യം
न चोरहार्यं न च राजहार्यं
न चोरहारं न राजहारं
न भाद्रवाज्यं
No.
no
അത് correct ആയിട്ടില്ല. Satisfied with the people who are chanting. എല്ലാവരും അതേപോലെ ഒച്ചത്തിൽ ചെയ്യും. അത് കണ്ടിട്ട് അടുത്ത ലൈനിൽ പോവാം. ആ ഒരു line full പഠിപ്പിക്കും.
न चोरहार्यं न च राजहार्यं न
चोरहार्यं न च राजहार्यं
न चोरहार्यं न च राजहार्यं
न चोरहार्यं न च राजहार्यं
न भाद्रवाज्यं न च भारकारि
again you need to split
അതുകൊണ്ട് ആ രണ്ട് ലൈൻ ആ അടുത്ത ലൈനിൽ ആദ്യത്തെ ഒരു ഭാഗവും അതല്ല ആദ്യത്തെ ഭാഗം ആ രണ്ടാമത്തെ ലൈനിന്റെ പകുതിയും പഠിപ്പിക്കും. അത് ഫുൾ ഒന്നും പിന്നെ ഭാഗം
न चोरहार्यं न च राजहार्यं
न चोरहार्यं
न च राजहार्यं
न चोरहार्यं न च राजहार्यं
न चोरहार्यं न च राजहार्यं
न भाद्रे
न भाद्रे
वाज्यं न च भारकारि
वरारि
न भाद्रवाज्यं
न भाद्रभाज्यं
न च भारकारि
न च भारकारि
व्ययं कृते
व्ययं कृते
वर्धते
वर्धते
एव नित्यं
विद्याधनं
विद्याधनं सर्वधनाल् प्रदानं
meaning
അതിനകത്ത് ഫ്രീക്വൻസി പറയും. ആംപ്ലിഫയർ ആണ് ആക്ച്വലി ദാറ്റ്സ് കോൾഡ് ആംപ്ലിഫയർ. നമ്മൾ ഈ മൈക്കിൽ നിന്ന് പോകുന്ന ഇലക്ട്രിക് സൗണ്ടിനെ ആംപ്ലിഫൈ അപ്പൊ അതിന്റെ ഫ്രീക്വൻസി കൂട്ടും. അപ്പൊ എത്ര ഫ്രീക്വൻസി വരെ അത് കൂട്ടുന്നുണ്ടെന്ന് കാണിക്കണം. അപ്പൊ ഞാൻ എത്ര ഫ്രീക്വൻസി ആംപ്ലി എത്ര നോക്കൂ വായിക്കരുത്.
ഫ്രീക്വൻസി റേഷ്യോ അല്ലേ?
ആ
20 Hz to 20 kHz.
20 Hz to 20 kilohertz. അത് 200 kilohertz ആവും വലിയ ബോക്സ് വെച്ചാൽ. അപ്പൊ കുറേ ദൂരം കേൾക്കാം. ഞാൻ ഒരു പ്രോഗ്രാം നടത്തുമ്പോൾ there are 20 people. 20 Hz is it. 200 people. ഈ ഓരോ ചെവിയും മനുഷ്യന്റെ ഒരു ചെവി ഒരു 2 feet by 2 feet ഓപ്പൺ സ്ഥലം പോലെ. നമ്മൾ സിനിമാ തിയേറ്ററിൽ പോയാൽ സിനിമാ തിയേറ്ററിൽ പോയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ കംപ്ലീറ്റ് അടച്ചു വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. വരുമ്പോൾ എക്കോ വരും. there will be lot of echo. So how do you control the echo? More people are there, all the ear is up. 100 people is equivalent to 400 square feet of open area. Right? If there are only 20 people, amplifier can change. No, they cannot change. So what do they do? The chair will be put like this, flat. Have you seen the cinema theater? When you get up, the chair will go like this. Why? Each chair is equivalent to 2 ears. So the sound will go inside and disappear. Echo is controlled. So the chair is made like this for echo control, not for comfort. മനസ്സിലായോ? എക്കോയിസ്റ്റിക്സ് ഫിസിക്സിൽ ഒരു സബ്ജക്റ്റ് ആണ്. ഇപ്പൊ നീ ഇപ്പൊ ഒരു ചെറിയ ചോദ്യം ചോദിച്ചു എത്ര ഉത്തരം പറഞ്ഞു? മനസ്സിലായോ? വൈ സിനിമ തിയേറ്റർ ചെയർ ഹാസ് ലൈക്ക് ദിസ്?
ചെയർ ബെൻഡ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നു.
ചെയർ ബെൻഡ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നു. ഇറ്റ്സ് നോട്ട് പീപ്പിൾ തോട്ട് ദാറ്റ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ടു പാസ്. നോ, ഇറ്റ്സ് ആക്ച്വലി എക്കോയിസ്റ്റിക്സ്. Got it? And you will see lot of wall mountings, curtains, acoustics in theater. The cloth curtain is an acoustics.
No, Dharmini, dance.
തിരുന്നു നിന്നെ ഞാൻ എന്നിൽ നിന്നും പറന്നകന്നൊരു പൈങ്കിളി മലർ പറയുമ്പോ പോവാണ് മലർ തേൻകിളി. ചെറുപ്പം മനസ്സിലാവുന്നില്ല. അപ്പൊ ഓരോ പാട്ടും കേൾക്കുമ്പോ അർത്ഥം ശരിക്കും മനസ്സിലാക്കുക. അങ്ങനെ മനസ്സിലാക്കി പഠിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എളുപ്പം തീരും. ഇപ്പൊ എന്താ തളിപ്പറമ്പ? അതെ, എന്തുകൊണ്ട് തളിപ്പറമ്പാന്ന് വരും? അമ്പലം എന്നുള്ളതിന്റെ തളിയും അമ്പലം ഒന്നും വന്നു.
പറമ്പ് പറഞ്ഞില്ലേ? അച്ഛൻ പറഞ്ഞില്ലേ?
പറമ്പ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ പറമ്പ്, സ്ഥലം. തളി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ അമ്പലം എന്നാണ്. തളിയിൽ ക്ഷേത്രം കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടോ? കേരളത്തിലെ ഏറ്റവും പ്രസിദ്ധമായ ക്ഷേത്രമൊക്കെ തളിയിൽ നിന്നാണ്. മനസ്സിലായേ? മന്ന എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാ തളിപ്പുറത്ത് നീ വരുമ്പോ മന്നക്കാന്ന് തെറ്റുന്ന സ്ഥലം മന്നയാണ്. എന്താ മന്ന എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാല് ശ്മശാനം എന്നാ. മനസ്സിലായോ? കോഴിക്കോട് മന്നയുണ്ട്. എല്ലാ മുസ്ലിംസ് ഉള്ള സ്ഥലത്തും സെൻട്രൽ സ്ഥലത്തിന്റെ പേര് മന്നാണ്. ഫുൾ അർത്ഥം മനസ്സിലായി. ഹലോ, ആയിരം കണ്ടുപോയിട്ടോ. ആ പാട്ട് പാട്ട്. ആയിരം കണ്ണുമായി കാത്തിരുന്നു നിന്നെ ഞാൻ. അർത്ഥം മനസ്സിലായില്ലേ? ധർമ്മ എക്കടെ? ധർമ്മ ഇവിടെ ചോദിച്ചത്. ഉത്തരം എന്താ പറയേണ്ടത്? ഇവിടെ എന്നുള്ള എന്താ പറയാ? ഇക്കട. അതല്ലേ? ഇങ്ങോട്ട് വാ.
അതിന്റെ അർത്ഥം ചോദ്യം ഉത്തരവായില്ലേ?
നാരായണൻകുട്ടി എക്കടെ? അക്കടെ. ഇക്കടെയല്ല, അക്കടെയല്ല. മനസ്സിലായ? നീ ബണ്ടി എക്കടെ? ചോദിക്കാല്ല,
തെലുങ്ക് പഠിച്ചില്ലേ?
മനസ്സിലായ? ഇനി ധർമ്മയോട് ചോദിക്ക്, അടുക്കള എവിടെയാ? അടുക്കള നല്ല കിച്ചൺ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ മതി. കിച്ചൺ എല്ലാവർക്കും മനസ്സിലായി. ചോദിക്ക്, കിച്ചൺ എക്കടെ? ഇക്കടെ അക്കടെ എക്കടെ ആരോട് വർത്താനം പറഞ്ഞു?
ആൾക്കാർക്ക് തെലുങ്ക് മൊത്തം അറിയാൻ
മനസ്സിലായി? Very happy for seeing it and utilizing the invitation card. See, I am putting the stem inside this. എന്നിട്ട് ഒട്ടിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാലോ? The stem is not seen outside. മനസ്സിലായ? ആ കാർഡ് will become, take it straight.
prepare this card for your friends birthday.
See, എന്നിട്ട് ഉള്ളില് ഇതിലും കുറച്ച് നല്ല സ്റ്റെം വേണം. Now you see. Okay. Now this is the stem, this is the flower, and this is the stem, this is the flower. എന്നിട്ട് നോക്ക്, ഇങ്ങനെ അവസാനം താഴത്ത് ആരാ ചെയ്തതിനുള്ള ഒപ്പിടണം. അതെന്നാ എന്റെ പേരല്ലേ? അല്ലേ? നോക്ക്. യെസ്. എന്റെ പേരെന്താണ്? യെസ്. എ. യെസ്. ഐ. ശശി. കൊക്കായി. ബ്യൂട്ടിഫുൾ ഫ്ലവർ. Okay? Hold. This is for you. See the way she enjoys.
How is it?
Super. ഇത് ശരിക്ക് അതിന്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ താഴത്ത് സെലോട്ടേപ്പ് ബാക്കില് വെച്ചിട്ട് സെലോട്ടേപ്പ് പൊട്ടിച്ച് പോവുകയില്ല. അത് നല്ലോണം ഗവൺമെന്റ് ഒട്ടിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അവിടെ തന്നെ
കിട്ടോ വാങ്ങി ഇതിലോട്ട് കൊടുത്തോ.
നീ അതിന്റെ കവർ തന്ന ഞാൻ
വാങ്ങില്ല വേണ്ടേ?
എനിക്കൊരു സൂത്രം കാട്ടി. ശരിക്കും ശ്രദ്ധിക്കണേ, അപ്പോഴേ അത് കാണാൻ പറ്റും. ഇതിലെ എന്ത് ക്യാമ്പ്? ഞാൻ കാമ്പ് പൂമ്പ്
കാമ്പറിയാ
വാഴ എവിടെ? കാമ്പിനെ വന്നിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ വാഴയൊന്നുമില്ല, എല്ലാ വാഴയും പൊട്ടിക്കളഞ്ഞു. ഒറ്റ കാമ്പില്ല അവിടെ.
വാഴ വേനൂടെ കാമ്പൊക്കെ പോയി. അടുത്ത പറമ്പിലൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട് കാമ്പ്. നീ കാമ്പിനാവുന്ന ആളെ പോണം. I wanted to have Jula. I wanted 1 or 2 tires. So I got some small tire. So when he visited last time, I told I want a little bigger tire. He came with a truck of tires. 200. When on we requested, don't put all these here, give some. And that sum was 56 when I came here. Sharaf also don't know what is to be done. I also don't know what is to be done. But we had some discussions on some small magic and if you touch here, you get less shock. If you touch here, you get maximum shock. I explained the law without even reading, right? Okay. Correct or not? What is line integral? Through a line, integral is summing up. Integration is summing up. Through line integral. What is the last? Tell me what is that?
I know her nature. Yeah, we'll take the electric.
I want sentence, not word. When you take the electric field, what? Next to word. Why should I ask you 2 times to complete that sentence, beta? Complete the full sentence. So through the line integral. Understood. So when I put a stone, the ripples when it makes, the makes at the maximum at the end. No? You will see it goes up more.
Yeah, it actually tells you about the flux, the amount of.
So when you have a symmetry, it goes like this in a symmetric way. So you read the original text.
Depends on whatever like surface, whether it is spherical or it could be even like rhombus shape or whatever.
Read.
Unless the symmetry of the problem allows you to by Gauss's law, it is generally to your advantage to calculate the potential first as an intermediate.
That is what I told you, the potential will be in the peripherals.
These are the 3 fundamental quantities of electrostatics. Source charge distribution, electric field, and potential.
Suppose you have a beam, you switch it off. Electric static, in the center it will be less, but in the periphery. Because
sarees. Just open it. This is for ma'am.
You're gifting a saree.
For me to wear. No, I have to wear this and then show.
No.
Show the color also.
I am unable to come to Hyderabad, no?
So you're gifting a saree to him.
No, I am giving saree.
See, every gift is associated with a task. Now my task is to show this saree as an advertisement.
Yeah. You have to describe the saree
I
also.
will have to describe this saree. How am I going to wear?
Going to wear?
Yeah.
Okay.
This saree I will have to wear like this.
How is the color?
This is
You have to describe the color also.
This is handloom, Mangalagiri saree
Beautiful. Mangalagiri.
with Kanchi border.
Kanchi powder.
Both are there.
And no
Weaving my personal weavers, designed by Hureen.
Hureen design. Yeah. Hureen design.
Means I said I don't want any birds on that. So I designed that.
Good. Kutrodu kosam.
You were describing it.
Me?
Ah.
It's very soft.
Like
It is not very heavy.
so how are you feeling?
Lightweight.
This is feeling lightweight.
So you can wear it.
Mangalagiri, Upara, Champalli,
You are specialized.
Viewers are there. Giving suggestions to them. And then
Does the color look good on you?
Yeah, this looks good.
Color?
Any color looks
color.
good.
And one more red, pink, green.
Not that color what he's wearing.
Yeah, maroon.
No, but
Not regular
when you
color.
have this color, see when you have a hill,
Nice color.
when you have a hill, then the bottom will look. Correct. Then only the valley has the beauty. So this is beautiful only because
You are wearing it.
I am wearing it.
Thank you.
And the color is different and this is contrast to that. So it looks good.
Folding on.
No, correct.
See,
correct.
before her birth I had a handloom
Yeah.
factory in India. What do you think? We had a loom. Yeah, I used to actually wave. I have shown when we have gone to, no, what is that place? You just said ഹാൻഡിൽ നല്ല പ്രഷർ അടിക്കുമ്പോൾ ഇതിനകത്ത് നല്ലോണം പ്രഷർ അടിക്കുമ്പോൾ അതിന്റെ ചെറിയ നോസിലൂടെ ഇങ്ങനെ കറസും താഴത്തേക്ക് ആ പോയിട്ട് ആ തുണീന്റെ മുകളിൽ കുറച്ച് ഇങ്ങനെ അപ്പൊ അതിനെ ഗ്യാസ് ലൈറ്റ് എന്നാ പറയാ. ഞാൻ മെസ്സേജ് അയച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു അച്ഛനും അമ്മക്കൊക്കെ. സന്തോഷം.
Tomorrow the Kalyanam?
No, it's on February 4th. നാളെയാണെങ്കിൽ എല്ലാരും വന്നേനെ.
Kalyanam tomorrow means we എല്ലാമേ on there.
ഇവരെല്ലാം ഇതുവരെ വന്നിട്ടില്ല. കേരളത്തിൽ ആദ്യമായിട്ടാണ് ഹൈദരാബാദ്. എന്നോട് പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നോ
അതാണ് സയൻസ് ടീച്ചറിലേക്ക് സയൻസ് ടീച്ചർ ചോദിച്ചാൽ മതി.
അല്ലേ നീ ഇങ്ങനെ പിടിച്ചോ നിന്റെ കയ്യിൽ നിൽക്കും. നീ ഇപ്പൊ നിർത്തി ശരിക്കും പിടിച്ചിട്ടൊന്നുമില്ല വേണ്ട പിടിച്ചിട്ടില്ല പിടിക്കാണ്ട് കുറച്ച് നിൽക്കാം. ഷീസ് ഫുൾ ഓഫ് സ്റ്റാറ്റിക് ഇലക്ട്രിസിറ്റി.
ഞങ്ങളുടെ സ്കൂളിലെ ജൂൺ 1 തൊട്ടുള്ള ആക്ടിവിറ്റീസ്
പൊട്ടിക്കാൻ നോക്കില്ല അല്ലേ? ഇല്ല പൊട്ടില്ല.
ഹാർപ്പുണ്ടായാലും പൊട്ടുവേ കയ്യോണ്ട് വെയിറ്റ് തോന്നില്ല.
The balloon with water. You just hold it. And then turn around.
ഭയങ്കര
Turn around. See this, Narayanan. Hit.
ജൂൺ 19-ന് ഒരാഴ്ച പരിപാടിയാണ്. യോഗ, അമ്മമാരുടെ മത്സരങ്ങൾ, ഹാൻഡ് റൈറ്റിംഗ്, അമ്മമാരുടെ കവിതാലാപനം, പിള്ളേരുടെ ദൃശ്യാവിഷ്കാരം, ലൈബ്രറി വികസനം,
ലൈബ്രറി ഏട്ടാ കുറച്ചും കൊടുക്കറാ. ആ എല്ലാം നല്ല നല്ല കാര്യങ്ങളാണല്ലേ. കുട്ടികളെ കൃഷിയും പഠിപ്പിക്കണം.
ഡോക്ടറുടെ ക്ലാസ്, ആയുർവേദ മെഡിക്കൽ കോളേജിൽ ക്ലാസ്, പിന്നെ ഈ ഇതല്ല നമ്മുടെ ചാമേരി കൊണ്ടുള്ള പായസം.
ഞാൻ ചാമിയൻ്റെ കാര്യമാണല്ലോ.
ബാക്ക് നാട്ടാലോ അവിടെ. സൂല്ലേ
Resort on. See, this house is like a resort and the statue. This house is like a resort.
Not like a resort. It's a resort.
Resort only. But
What are you enjoying? Kahan?
JNAANAM,
Where?
Naduvil,
Okay.
Kannur, Kerala, India, world. Nice, Southeast Asia, no? Southeast Asia.
मंसूर भाई को धन्यवाद.
हाँ, मंसूर भाई को वीडियो में
कार को भी धन्यवाद.
फुल करे
ഫുൾ കാണാ അങ്ങനെ അങ്ങനെ ഇറങ്ങാം കണ്ട സുഖമായിട്ട് കളകെട്ടി ഇറങ്ങാം കളകെട്ടി കയറാം.
സാരസാക്ഷ നേരാമേമി മാരുബാരിൽ പോവലേയ ഗോപാല രാജിത സൽഗുണ ജയശീല ഇന്ദു സാക്ഷ നേരാമേമി മാരുബാരിൽ പോവലേയ
മതി